Hello and welcome to this lecture on growth and development. In this lecture, we will go over puberty as well as male and female reproduction. Keep in mind also as we go through this lecture that when we talk about male and female reproduction and the reproductive systems, these are generalities of what males and females look like internally. The truth of the matter is everyone's body is different and we grow and develop in different ways. So keep that in mind as we go through this lecture. Lastly, if you have any questions from this lecture or with the rest of the unit in general, please feel free to message me and I'd be happy to answer them for you. So let's start where it all begins, and that is adolescence. Adolescence is the period of our lives between childhood and adulthood and includes your teenage years. During adolescence, we experience many changes, including mental, emotional, and social changes. But we also experience physical changes during adolescence. As I alluded to before, all of these physical changes are due to hormones. And hormones are the chemicals in the body that help regulate many of our bodily functions. They are also produced by glands in the body. So the two glands that we're going to be talking about the most in this unit are the testicles or the ovaries. So that's the male reproductive gland and the female reproductive gland. The physical changes that males and females experience during adolescence is referred to as puberty. It is the time when a person's body becomes able to reproduce. These changes are something that all of us have, are, or will go through at some point during adolescence. Puberty is stimulated when the hypothalamus, which is a part of the brain, releases a hormone called gonadotropin-releasing hormone, or GnRH. This hormone essentially gets the ball rolling. When GnRH is released, it stimulates the pituitary gland to release two other hormones, follicle-stimulating hormone, or FSH, and luteinizing hormone, or LH. And depending upon if the person is male or female, FSH and LH will do different things. So in males, FSH and LH target the testicles and stimulate the production of testosterone and sperm. In females, FSH causes estrogen levels to rise, while LH helps to mature the ovum. So I wanted to give you a better visual of what exactly is happening in the brain and where these parts of the brain are located. So you can see in this picture on the right-hand corner where the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland. So the hypothalamus, this tiny part of the brain right there, releases that gonadotropin-releasing hormone, which stimulates the pituitary gland. And how the endocrine system works, which is the body system that's responsible for the reproductive system, is the hypothalamus stimulates everything. Everything starts in that hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus talks directly to the pituitary gland, which is located right underneath that. The pituitary gland is the one that releases FSH and LH. These two hormones are what's going to target both the ovaries for females or the testicles for males. So essentially, the signals have to be sent from way up here and go all the way down here. If you remember when we talked about the fight or flight response or that stress response in our mental health unit, this is the same sort of system. The hypothalamus is talking to the pituitary gland, and then the pituitary gland is talking to, well, in the stress response, it was the adrenal glands, which are located right on top of the kidneys. But for the reproductive system, it talks to both either the ovaries or the testicles, depending upon males or females.